Okay, so after after that, let me just make sure we got this all sorted out. Right, I'm going to set this to Mythic. There you go. Is everybody happy with this? Wow, what a response. What a response. So, let me just put it this way then. Mythic is pressure. Mythic is the way to go. But just to get everyone pumped then, I spent 10 years in the armed forces, leading men and women like you in the shittiest places in the world. I mean, like the actual asshole of the planet. Yeah, yeah. And every one of them used to give me 110% because they were professionals and because they knew that I would give them 110% back. So I'm going to lead you through Tomb now, but it's you that needs to decide how far we go, and it's you that decides how quickly we push, and it's you that decides the effort you put in. We can glide into like heroic and carry on there, staying within our comfort bubble, getting the gear early, and pacing to the end of the patch, hopefully catching cutting edge at the end in time, or we can test our potential. And I see the potential in each of you to be able to do this. Because I believe that if we push ourselves, if we change our mindset a little bit, you'll realise that you are more powerful than you can begin to imagine. We can do this. I've always been told that you can't tiptoe around success, and you can't sneak up onto it. You have to fucking own it and go after it like this is what you want. Like, have you ever seen a lion walk up to a gazelle and hopes it falls over? It doesn't. It goes and attacks it. It attacks it with its strength, and it brings home that prize. So whatever we set our sights on, we're going to crush it. And we're going to conquer it all in our path. So, answer me. Are you all going to give 110%? Yeah? Are you all going to realise your potential and do this? Yeah? So let's get in there and let's do it. Let's get this mythic boss done. Nice.
So no, you're streaming this, right? You've got a recording of this, please tell me. Because I want to get that speech you had and put like the Rocky music behind it.
Assholes, the lot of you.
Love you too.
So it looks like everyone's given 110% because only the leader that's being left behind. Kick that man. Kick that man. We got cauldrons down. We got fleece down. Fleece? Fleece down. Good to go. Fleece, yeah. Fleas, yeah. So let's get rid of these three. Let's get rid of these three.
Yeah, I got some adorable when you were making your order of the Eddie and the snap from local bread now.
Oh, it's not standing that. All right, all right.
Please speak me from YouTube.
Oh no, I stream everywhere, mate. Okay, to begin with then, I don't know if I've done it again, Rafe. I'm sorry. Keep focusing on you for some reason. I don't know if you've seen streams of this and how people are spread out and basically do exactly the same in heroic as they do on mythic. That's not what we're going to do. We're going to be doing it slightly different. The whole premises behind mythic, the difference between heroic and mythic, is the control of the spikes. The correct control of the spikes, every time the spike breaks, as you all know, it does AoE damage to the entire raid. So by running the star through 4 spikes, you actually take more damage than if you was to not run it through any spikes at all, because of the AoE damage to everybody. So what we're going to do is we're going to be changing our tactics up a little bit to be able to compensate for spike management. To begin with, tanks, I want to make sure that you've got Exorcist raid cooldowns set up so that you've got the ability to call out for life grips, which is going to be fairly important for external cooldowns, and if you can just take a moment or two to be able to get that all set up now. The Exorcist raid cooldowns, you're going to need life grips from both priests to know which ones are available. You're going to need your external cooldowns, so your Guardian Spirit, your Iron Bark. There's going to be a real push, more emphasis on you calling for it. I don't think it will really take effect today, but when we go on to farm modes, those sort of tank cooldowns will not be put on you unless you call for it. So you need to own those defenses. You basically want to put it on your weak auras or on your bars as if it's one of your abilities to call for. The tank mechanic in this one, obviously Goroth is now going to give you a 25-yard range of nastiness and death. So I would like one tank that side with the off tank on his ass, and that's basically going to switch between left and right, left and right. Move out to the quarter behind you if you've got the debuff, but there's no need to run so far out. You just need to move to the left or to the right correspondingly away from the melee. If the lava's coming out, then you can either run sort of to the left with the other tank and just take over that side. But really what we want is to try to minimize you having to run 25 yards away from where the off tank or the tank that's then going to take the boss is, if that makes sense. So we got that red X there, and we got the red X there. The skull is going to be where Goroth is going to be tanked, so a little bit closer to the middle than we're normally expecting, but that's so that you've both got enough time to be able to get to the middle. Loz, 99% of the time I'm going to expect you to be able to heroic leak or charge into the middle. It's mainly going to be Razzo that's going to need to call for the leap of faith. I know Razzo, you've got the divine steed, but I would rather you take the leap of faith first, or a warlock portal, which we can throw up to the side as your first option, with your divine steed as a emergency backup if there's nothing left and nothing's come out. Is that cool?
I've been fine with using the high speed. I have 2 charges of that thing, so it shouldn't really be that much of a problem to use it.
No, but if we can use that as an emergency backup, because we've got life grips sitting there that are not being used, that can bring you straight in from, what's the range on it, like 25, 30 yards? 30 I want to say, or 40? Priest, the life grip,
40 yards.
40 yards. So you're going to need to, because there's going to be transition phases where you're going to need to stand 25 yards away from absolutely everybody. Yeah, the burning armor debuff. I've just been disconnected. That's nice. So in that transition phase, you're going to need to get back pretty much straight after you've got that debuff. Bear with me, I just got kicked out and I got. Yeah. On your own, guys. On your own. So if you two are happy with doing that, tanking left and right, trying to move more left and more right with the burning armor rather than away from us, and trying to call out for trying to call out for that instead. My subscription has just ended for some reason. Wow. That I wasn't expected. Jesus. Yeah, right, yeah. Off you go, guys. See you later. Jesus is exactly what I need right now. Right, anyway, see if I can try to remember this off the top of my head then. So the marks we've got there, we're going to be starting off on blue, which is going to be the back left. The main thing that we're going to do with the spike management is making sure that the first 3 spikes are on blue. And then, let's pay for that. And then we're going to move over to the right, and we're all going to stack there. After that, we're going to start moving back forward to the red one. Sorry guys, this is a nightmare about being in the game. One sec, let me just get this sorted. I didn't realise that was today.
I'm just wondering, Medacus, wouldn't it be better to save a life trips for, say, low mobility range was out of position or something as an emergency for them?
There's no reason for the range to be out of position.
Good point.
The only reason anyone's going to be out of position is the transition of burning armor for the tank. So there's no other time that a life grip would need to be used. If a range is out of position, then it's something that the range needs to sort out and sort of fix next time round. Right. Technical difficulties all sorted now. Back in. There we go. Okay, so we're all going to be stacking up on blue as range camp, and we're going to drop the 3 pillars there pretty much bang on top of each other. We're then straight after going to move to the green and keep it fairly loose around here. This is so that if blue gets the lava and everything's destroyed, we've got some backup on green. Fairly loose because when the crashing comet comes in, if we've got one that's a million miles away and we're clearly not going to use, we're going to use the crashing comet to take out that pillar and limit the damage. So there's going to be times of no damage whatsoever, and we're going to be topped up, and then we're going to take smaller hits over the course of the fight. Once we've gone from green, we're going to push back up to purple, and then we're going to go from purple to star, and by that point we should have the showering star coming back in, and we're going to stack up wherever we got a pillar up, probably on green for the internal burning, but straight after internal burning, I mean like sort of a second after the cast is finished and everything's shattered, it's going to be a mad dash to get back onto blue, because those spikes are going to come back up again straight away almost, and it's getting that transition covered. The entire fight pretty much is just about covering the transitions to make sure that they all go smoothly. The transition between burning armor and getting behind the pillar, the transition between internal burning to getting the first set of three stacks coming up. Let me get the notes up and we can start editing that. I believe it's magic reduction as well for the internal burn and transition, so if you've got something like a spell ward, if you can use that, that would be brilliant. We need to get rid of marrow there for an immunity. Do we have any other immunities that can soak the rain of brimstone? Who is that? Euron. Okay, brilliant. 6 is Euron. What we're going to do is everyone's going to stack on the blue, and if the rain of brimstone comes down, I'm going to call for the range camp to soak, and it will be the closest one to one of these colours. So if rain of brimstone's here, everybody will soak here. Number 1 immunity will jump to the other ranged, or ranged-ish, rain of brimstone and solo soak it. The third one will be covered by melee. If for any reason the tank is off to one place or in a disgusting area, or the Rain of Brimstone comes down in lava, then I would like one of the 2 melee to immune that. Everyone should have the little macro of solo soaking, if we can get that put in if you haven't yet. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So what we're going to do, if everyone's happy, stay on blue, all 3. Move to green. Start getting the crashing comet to trim down the bits that we don't need. Moving over to purple. Infernal burning comes in. We hide behind one of these on green, somewhere else other than blue. We take all that damage. Shattering star comes in. Take the 3 that are on blue. If there's any more than 3, you want to try to get rid of it with crashing comet, or don't run the star through it. If there's any less, no dramas, but we want to try and hit a very minimum of 2 to be able to survive this. If anybody's got recount or scatter up now, and it's got their DPS or their HPS, can you change it to damage taken? Because there is no enrage timer on this, there is no DPS check, there is no HPS check. The only thing that is going to stop us from getting a mythic kill tonight is taking too much damage. And I know I keep saying it, but I don't know if everyone's really sort of dropping those numbers to be able to take less damage, but that is exactly what we need to do here. So if we can all just really concentrate on that. Has anyone got any questions before we give it a first go and see how long this is going to take us?
I was asking if it's actually done, if one of the tanks can self-run if necessary.
They can do if necessary, but with a range group being able to soak a whole close one themselves, and with 2 immunities there, plus I think potentially could a demon hunter solo soak? Or is that cutting it a bit close because it's only 90% reduction, isn't it? There shouldn't really be any time in which a tank would need to jump into it. I would much rather both tanks had every cooldown up and available for the boss, because the melee hit is like the 3rd highest damage received for this fight. If it comes to it and we're stuck and there's no other way, of course tanks jump in, but that would be the last option. Someone can solo soak, or every ranged can move out. The only time that all the ranged shouldn't move out is if it's in lava, and a solo soak would be able to limit the damage on that one.
I'm just thinking that unless you wanted to majorly move the boss for the brimstone, you would need to hit the tank with the 300% increased damage, so it's okay. That wouldn't work really.
That's it, exactly.
Unless they have some kind of immunity on them. I guess I could immune it if we get the grenade, but that's about it.
That's it, but you know, we shouldn't be at a point where we desperately need something. We should be at the point where we've got it all covered. Melee have got 1 to deal with, range have got 1 to deal with, and our immunities have got 1 to deal with. So Xovius to begin with would be 1 immunity, and then we're going to go through just like we did on the interrupts, so we know how many immunities we're through. Okay guys, we all ready for this? Let's get this going.
I need a drink.
You got dry mouth, you're all nervous.
What's the sauce? I'm not even seeing it.
Yep.
Oh, okay, then I'll use my mouth. I have 10, so it should be enough.
Alright.
Aerosol, I've obviously just bung that in as a bit of a placeholder. Take a look at the damage, see if it's the either Shattering Star spike or whether it's the end of Eternal Burning that's the higher damage, and just let me know after a couple of pulls how you want to adjust that, mate.
Yeah, I think that during the Infernal Burning with the Hot Back, which is better for us and easier to heal, during the Shattering Star with 1 big back, it's better.
Yep. The only reason I've put it as a bit of a placeholder there at the moment, because I'm not too sure on how well we're going to keep the spikes down. Shattering Star should only hit between 2 or 3 spikes, and it's the spikes that's going to do a lot of damage. If we go to Internal Burning and we've messed up and we've got 5 spikes up, they're all going to burst at once. So we'll see what happens over the next couple. We'll see how we do with spike management, and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, everybody's ready. Tanks, over to you. Before I do, let me just move you there and Razzo there. Don't talk to me. Good luck, everyone. So already we're moving away from the blue, so back onto green. Crushing Comet, can we get rid of that one close to star? Range group, stack on the far right, Rain and Brimstone. Immune on the middle.
I don't think anyone will send that one at the back.
Now everybody should be moving back to purple. There we go. Right, let's clean that up.
That Infernal was the, I think that was yours. You're right. Basically, if you get rid of Infernal, it's a win.
84%! Woo!
To be fair, the free bounce we got 84%, you know?
That's it, that's exactly it. There is no need to do an insane amount of damage. There's no berserk on this. There's going to be no issues with doing damage on it, even if the melee are walking around for 90% of the fight and not actually hitting the boss, but doing all the soaks, getting in good positions, not taking the. We don't need to kill the Infernal. If the Infernal's up, it's a wipe. We need to work on those not coming up. Yes.
If you get one thing like radius limit with the odds, you don't want to have everyone because that basically means a wipe. It's a massive loss of DPS on it. They're just too heavy and they do too much damage. If you're trying to be even.
Even if we kill them, it's just a huge amount of time to do.
Yeah, there's no need.
Basically a wipe this unit, so let's not kill them.
So for this one, same again, I'm going to put more emphasis on the mechanics rather than the damage. If we wipe after 5 minutes and the boss is on 95%, I'll be really happy if we make it there. Let's just concentrate on keeping your eyes out for the Rain of Brimstone in melee. If somebody needs to shout it and it's there, go ahead and do it.
Please shout it, yeah. Because if say it's behind someone's back, the person may not see it.
Okay, ready, check up.
So in the melee, single soaks first and then me.
No, they're the emergency ones. Everybody soaks. Every melee soaks your closest Rain of Brimstone. If for any reason you're all off to one side and the tank thing's gone wrong and we're like 5% on the boss and we're like, oh shit, we've got to kill it, we're about to get fucked, Sindel, you need to run away and solo soak it. Okay, we've done it again, you're on, you need to go. I don't want to use up those immunities when we don't need to. Ranged, I'm going to put a little marker on my head and I'm going to try to stand in the right place as well.
The spikes don't soak targets, so they hurdles and spawn.
What do you mean?
Don't believe so.
No, that's fine.
So these spikes that you can destroy with the infernals, right? Do they count as a target that gets hit so that it doesn't spawn an infernal, or plus you just grab on range and then everybody soaks them together?
Yeah, everybody soaks together. So when I say like range cam, everybody in ranged will come with me, just like melee are with their melee one. And Zovius to begin with would go to the one that hasn't been called.
Plus the chances of getting a spike spawning with an infernal coming as well.
Fairly high actually from what I've seen. If that does happen, we'll stack in the middle of the Rain of Brimstone, and there is enough room to stand on the outside without getting knocked up. If you do get knocked up, that's a lot less damage you're going to take than getting an infernal coming up. Well, is everybody ready? Thanks, over to you. Range, stuck on blue now.
I just realized it looks like he's staring already.
I'll kick him in the face really hard, dude.
Furiously confident.
That's nice. Move to green. Move to green. This is just avoidable damage that's going to get less and less and less as we carry on. Let's get him up there. Rain of Brimstone. Range group, move to the one on the right. Xovius, soak the one on the left. Okay. And then we're moving back to purple. Crushing Comet coming in. I'm going to take this one out on the side and clean up a little bit. And now we're going to move over to Star. Xovius, when it comes to solo soaking, if you just wait to hear which one the range camp is going to, and then use a blink afterwards and cover the one that's not been called, please, mate. God wrecked. That's another 10% down. That's another 10% progression. That's it, yeah. But yeah, there's avoidable damage that we can start working on min-maxing, like staying in the middle of the ball and getting hit. Okay, what Chummies?
We need every single melee. There's no reason why you shouldn't be stocking in the brimstone.
Yep, and that's already been covered. They all know to go and soak.
Well, I'll say it again.
There's not really much need, but cheers, buddy. I know there's guys watching to make sure that the range camp is doing that part, so they will jump on people. Okay, while we're waiting for Tommy to come up, range group, we're going to go and do a little dance. Everybody stack on blue once you've finished eating. Get eating. Okay, so spikes are coming in. All three have just hit. We got the markers underneath us. Everybody run to green. There we go. The reflexes of a ninja there. We're loosely stacking here. We got Comet. A few of us are out. We're back in. We've got another load of spikes. Okay, everybody off to purple. Okay, lots going on. Damage. Couple people kicking the boss's face. Brilliant. Everybody go to Star. Shattering Stars coming in. Blue's been smashed to pieces. Brilliant. Okay, Internal Burning. Let's everybody hide behind green. Internal Burning's over. We're about to get the next group of 3 spikes coming in. Everybody stack on blue so that we've got a Shattering Star cover. So blue is Shattering Star cover. Green is Internal Burning cover. Purple and Star are our excess leftover ones. If we know where we're going, then we can preempt it and move there a little bit quicker. How you doing, Tommy? You alright? There we go. Yeah, he's backing. Cool. I'm not too sure if we'll be able to... oh, there you go, you're up. And melee, please, every single one soak. Because you... No. How many people are soaking melee? Everybody. Everybody.
No, I'm not talking about how many people, like how many purple.
1. Melee deals with 1. There are only going to be 3 Rain and Brimstone. 1 for the range camp, 1 for the melee camp, and then the one that's going to be empty, the solo soaker will take, which is 9 times out of 10 going to be the ranged.
Okay.
Okay, guys? So melee, make sure you move, because I really don't want Razzo to have a go at you all. Everybody ready? Nobody wants that in their life.
Yeah, to add a title specifically for me, the complainer.
Right, and I shall try to call out a little bit more for position in here, because I know it is going to be just a moment or two to get used to where we're moving, but once that penny drops to the reasoning why we've got each colour, then it should just become a little bit more straightforward. So everybody's ready? Tanks, take it away. Everybody second on blue, ranged on blue, tight on blue. Infernal's in, move to green. Everybody on green. Crashing Comet out. Rain of Brimstone, range camp, move to the far right, far right, far right. Solo soak in the middle one, everybody on the melee. Oh, we got 2 solo soaks, okay, no worries. And everybody back onto purple. If you get Crashing Comet, take out the one that's on the far right. Nice, good job on that one. Shattering Star on those 3, nice. Let's get these low people topped up. Crashing Comet out, and we're going to be stacking back up on blue. Now that Shattering Star comes in, we need to just replenish with this blue bit. Internal Burning, everybody move behind this one stick. One stick, spike. Get healed up, nice. Back on blue. There we go, we got those 3 there, so we're now going to move over onto blue. Let's just keep it going and we'll just see what's happening here. Rain of Brimstone, okay, we're going to take that one. Where are the others? I don't see the others. Solo Soak at the back. Yeah, we missed one right at the back there. If there's one right at the back, that's melee, if we can try to call that one out. And everybody move back to green. Everybody move to blue. We'll just do our dance out the back here. Shattering Star through that one. Okay. Okay, so 71% there, but I feel like our little dance at the back is going a little bit better. What we need to do is we need to have a little bit more raid awareness of those Rain of Brimstones. If it's coming up behind the boss like that, I'm not gonna be able to see it. So please just be a little bit vocal. If you see it, call it out. Melee camp, you know, back of boss. If we're at the back here, with me calling out all this positioning at the moment, then you know, you can all talk, you can all help out, and we'll get this done.
Okay, first one, we get range.
Yeah, yeah,
So I use one of my socks on that one.
yeah. That's it.
Yeah, I didn't see any. No, I know one.
Really, yeah. And another thing, guys, if you ever got the pressure comet, they killed me and you. Yeah, whoever that was, me, you killed them. The other one, the thing is that we need to be alive anyway to kill the boss, so yeah, just help us have it.
I think really melee needs to definitely take one. So having if all 3 are in the ranged sort of area, then you're just gonna have to shimmy your asses as fast as you can, and then Zono can just cry at the fact that he's a DK with no movement. But everybody's we've got to soak 1 each. Melee has to soak 1, ranged has to soak 1, and that leaves our solo soaker taking the other one.
Sorry to interrupt you, I was not talking about the pull-up units itself. Someone had the pressure comet, and it was in melee and killed us both.
Yep, that's what I would call avoidable damage, which we can start dropping as we get these core mechanics down. I think if we get the ranged camp moving in the right positions with spikes done, and if we get Rain of Brimstone sorted, the moment we've got that, we can then go get the fuck out with the comet. Do you know what I mean? That's something that we'll sort out afterwards. So throwing out another ready check there. What I'll do is I'll give maybe a few seconds notice of when it's coming out, when the Rain of Brimstone's coming out, so we've got a bit of time to look around. Everybody's ready? Tanks? Range, stack tight on blue, the boss will come to us. As soon as those spikes are in, straight to green. Comets away, comets away.
There's one here behind the box.
Behind the boss. Range camp, go to melee, go to the one at the back. Range camp on the one on the right. We get an immunity on the one on the left. Nice, look at that, brilliant. Everybody stack up on purple. Crush and Comet, take the ones that are behind the boss out. Star through blue. Everybody get away from blue. There's 3 there. Oh, nice hit, nice hit. Crush and Comet's away. Everybody stack up on green. Keep your eye out for the internal burning coming up next. Behind this stack. And everybody stack on blue. Let's take a look at this Rain of Brimstone that's coming up in 3 seconds. Keep your eyes open, see where it's going to hit. Can we have the boss a little bit further away? Only by...
Depends on how far we can pull it back after the internal burning. Trying to position it at the end, but then it just, you know, a lot of movement, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, yeah, and if you've got some downtime in between mechanics, there's no dramas with running and making the melee catch up with you just to get that positioning just right.
There was something cool that we had to solve right here. I took it by myself. What should be in the melee,
I believe the melee actually took one behind the boss there as well. So, yep, so for that one, the solo soak, I suppose, should have blinked over there, but it was really difficult to see at the end there. Yeah, that's it, exactly. It is really quite difficult, but the more this becomes a little bit more second nature, this beginning bit, I would be able to spend less time on saying where that is, and a little bit more time being able to tell you where the Rain of Brimstone is. It's just there is a lot going on at the moment. I'm sure you can all appreciate. Yeah, sure. Yeah. No, it doesn't need to be like a straight line as the crow flies. Run to green. If you're gonna decapitate yourself on the way, then pick a different route. But as long as it's get to the marker area where we need to go. During times I may go quiet or talk about something else, but as long as we know it's blue for the Shattering Star stack, green for the internal burning one we got left, and then purple and star to get rid of the rest. So blue, green, purple star, blue, green, purple star. As long as each time the infernal spikes come in and we're moving to the next color, then it'll become a little bit easier. But range can stack very, very neatly on top, I suppose. Yeah. Okay, so that's everybody. Thanks.
I was thinking, would it be an idea to have the melee always the furthest one from the range? That way there's no confusion over which to take.
That would be an idea indeed. And to green. Rain of Brimstones coming up in 3 seconds. Move out with those comets. Let's hear what we've got here. So Rain of Brimstone, range camp. Take the middle one, solo soak on the far, nice, melee on the other one. And everybody over to purple. Purple seems busy, so we're going to stack on star. Comets, take that one that's out on the far right. And move them back to green. Trem, you got the 3 stacks there, mate? Oh, I got stuck in an orb. I can see. Oh, sorry guys, I'm literally stuck in a spike. There we go. So everybody should be, what, stacking on purple? I can't see anything. You got Rain of Brimstone coming in. Keep your eyes out and see what you've got.
Oh my gosh. Scared the six eye.
Okay. Try to, so you're standing there on that 1. We want to try to get a minimum of 2.
We have many sparks.
Mm-hmm. Are we going to see that 69? That beautiful little 69? Come on, 6 more percent.
Uh-oh.
Alright, 69%. And the progression continues.
That's perfect, 69.
Yeah, there we go. Now you can die.
69, 12 over there.
You've ruined it.
What do I set my name? Did I put something wrong?
I was panicking because I seen you went out to a different angle. We had the three spikes stacked up there on blue, and the star was going off, and I was like, "Oh, okay, come back in, Trem. You got 3 here."
Well, I think it wasn't me. It was someone else. Didn't have the whole name.
Oh, the other pharaoh.
What's that noise? Oh,
Aerosos, did you want to take in the possibly using Bungie as a 5th healer just to get this phase a little bit smoother until we've got the avoidable damage down?
I don't think that right now it's a matter of healing. We can't even see, because we can't even do 2 repetitions of the fight mechanic.
Yeah. Okay. If everybody's fed up.
Let's wait a bit more.
Yep.
I've got some problems with my UI. What? Got question marks above my UI.
Is that all the new cooldowns you just put on your screen?
there's probably the weak cards. We use that.
But we've been in a position like this before, where we're at the 90s%, the 80%, the 60s, the 69s, and it just seems like we're hitting our heads against the wall, and then we'll get that try. It'll click, we'll get the mechanic, and then we'll smash it down to the 20s, and then we just need to trim up a little bit. So just bear with us while we get these mechanics perfected, these lethal ones, and we will get there.
It's going to restart my game because I got
Cool.
UI broken.
Okay, fine. If it doesn't work, control after all from the process. I hope you never be completely fine.
Thank you for the repair bot.
Which? Where is the repair boss?
By purple? Purple nurple. Before it's set in stone, actually in our minds, can we go to blue, green, star, then purple, and then back to blue again? Just because I don't want to go to green and then purple and then have 5 stacks in our shattering line. 5 spikes in our shattering line. So I think if we go green, then to star, then to purple, and then back in, it should give us enough time before the star comes out. And again, tanks, if we can get a little bit more room as well. Everybody ready? Take it away. On blue, please. Straight over to green as soon as these come up. Now. Get these comets out. Rain of brimstone. I can only see 2. We'll take the one at the back by the pillars. Melee have got the one at the front. I don't see the third. Under boss. Okay, moving back over to green. We've got green. Up to star. Get the comets away. We need to take out those 2 on the back end, if you've got time. And get that shattering star through those 3. Don't hit all of them. Move out. And then take some cover. Crashing comet. If we can trim. Oh. Leave that one that's open. Leave that. Leave that. And we're all going to move back to blue. Infernal burning. Going to need a life grip. Nice. Okay. Get those orbs away. The crossing. The comet away. Boss back into position. And stacking on blue. Rain of brimstone. We've got the back one. Melee have got the back one and the solo soak to the right. But we didn't get the infernal up, which is pretty good, I suppose. Everybody on green. Let's just keep moving. Rib tank. And then back over to star. I've got the shattering star, so I'm going to take it through the 3 in the middle. And we're all stacking on blue. If you get the crashing comet, take the one that's on its own and get rid of that. There we go. Did we get any infernal fell dudes that time at all? Nice, guys. Nice. That is exactly the sort of the progression that we're after. If it takes us a couple wikes to really get that, then brilliant. It may have killed a few of us outright, but we didn't get any ads up. I don't think there's any cleave at all, is there, tanks? No? Yeah, so you can stand wherever you like under that boss, and I know from what I've seen, it would appear that the boss has an incredibly large hitbox as well. So if it makes it easier, spread out all around the boss. If you've got 360 and you're all pointing in a different angle, you should be able to see a little bit more of the room. So one of you should be able to shout out and let us know if there's an infernal brimstone there. If there's 2, just all huddle in one and don't worry about it. The solo soaker should be able to make his way over and get that other.
I'm just wondering, would it be an idea to put a designated person from melee to follow, so that way there's no confusion.
Can do. Does anybody feel confident to be able to like have the awareness to know where these brimstones are? Anybody confident enough for the entire melee group to follow you without fail?
Yeah, but if there is like a second one near the way,
Then you
and no one solves it, and we have to like start work.
then that's not melee's issue. That's solo seekers or ranged. Okay, in that case, just go to the closest one to the boss. Always pick the closest one. Over to you, tanks. Nice. Stacking on blue tight. And to green. Comets out. Watch out for this rain of brimstone. We got two this side. We're going to take the furthest one. The closest one. Sorry, solo soak on the back. Nice, beautiful. Moving back over to green now. Crush and Comets want to get those three that are out on its own. If you can make it. If not, just stand back, no dramas. Shattering Star, get behind those three in the middle. As for us, we move out. Keep everybody up who's low. And we're moving back over to purple. Back to blue. Shattering Star on the one that's on green. Just top up those that are low. Infernal Burning, hide. And we're back onto blue. Crushing Comet, taking out these. Everybody on blue. Rain of Brimstone, we're taking the one straight behind us, range camp. Solo soak on the next one.
Okay, that's alright.
Crushing Comet, take out one of those one by the blue if you can. No dramas. And back onto purple, or star. Can't really see there. Get out of the way of the Crushing Star. You got three there on the blue. Run through there. One of the Crushing Comets, check out one of those spears. Nicely done. Stacking back up on star. Infernal Burning, hide behind something, and there's going to be a lot of damage now because we got a, well, it's only 4, that's not too bad actually. That was really good job there, guys, really good.
Is the Shattering Nova whenever the spikes explode?
The Shattering Star is going to smash you 3. The end of Infernal Burning is going to destroy all pillars. And every so often we're going to take down a pillar or two by knocking them down with the Crashing Comet.
Okay, so the Shattering Nova is what happens if it flies with nothing? Or... Because I just got hit for 10 million.
I got hit by Infernal Detonation. Is it bad? Shattering Star
No.
is when he throws the arrow that you need to
Yeah,
hide
that's like...
behind
I'm asking what Shattering Nova is though, because I got hit for that for 10 million. Even with mitigation up. So...
Nova. Wow.
I think you had... Wait, did you have any dimmer? Yes, I had the burning armor.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
but what he's meaning is where is Nova coming from?
It's just because without the triple damage, it's still doing about 3 million damage. So I just wondering what that was.
Maybe 6 spikes.
Shattering Nova.
I'm thinking that it's when an infernal spike dies.
Obviously.
Infernal spike even.
Shattering Nova. Yes, it seems to be the damage of the spikes when they are discharged in any sort of way.
Yeah. So each spike, and then obviously time your debuff.
Yeah, but that debuff and mitigation numbers of 10 8 damage, so yeah, excuse me. I guess just watch how many are hit because mitigation can make damage nasty.
I think at that point we were pretty much down everybody, but that is the aim of the game, to keep that too many spikes being popped at once. Everybody's fed. Let's do a little ready check. It's definitely becoming a lot smoother.
I'm not ready, sorry. I didn't eat.
No worries.
Five years now, let's see more fight.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for stepping up there, Bungie.
Thank you.
I believe Sindle's probably ready now, Tank, so if you want to...
Yeah, I am ready, sorry.
Out with those comments. Everybody. Rain and Brimstone. We're taking the one that's clear behind us. Melee, take the other one. And the Solar Soak. Oh, we got it. Okay, nice. Nice.
How did he say I?
No, that's fine. It was miles away. And we're going back to purple. Shattering Star. Move out of the way of it so you're not getting hit by it. Crashing Comets. We're going to need to chunk one of those two that are behind on their own, if possible. Healing priority is anybody that's low. And we got Infernal Burning coming up. Once this is done, straight to blue. Now. Comets away, comets away. And we're moving over towards the green side. Rain of Brimstone. We'll take that one next to the spikes. Solar Soak at the back. Melee, take the other one. We'll just get this topped up and healed up. Everybody stacking on blue. And moving to green. Shattering Star through those three that have just popped up. Comets away.
Okay.
Stacking on green. Moving to blue. Another tank down. Keep going, stacking on blue. Oh, Infernal Hide. Sorry, my bad. And then you're back on blue.
Okay.
Now you're moving to green. Crashing Comets, get rid of that one that's on the far right. Range Camp, take the one behind far right. Melee, take yours. I don't know if the Solar Soak can go. Oh, there's only one person. What am I on about? That was more for my benefit.
Literally, covers your life.
65. Nice.
65, but more than that, I feel that Rain of Brimstone's becoming a lot better. The movement in the range camp is definitely getting a lot better as well. Say again?
The Brimstone range, are they numbered or not? Just the immunities.
The immunities, it's just going through 1, 2, 3 for the ranged with the 2 back up at the end. I don't think there's any real order, but if we can just stick to Azovius doing the first one, then Ebby knows that she's got the second, rather than 2 mages going out and popping their immunities at the same time.
The problem is that the location is not very predictable. That's, I think, what is making it so much confusing.
Yeah, which is understandable. We're taking in a lot of information and looking at an entirely new fight basically. We're dealing with moving and the spikes and the extra damage and all of this going on. Once this movement becomes second nature, we won't think about it and we'll have a little bit more eye time for these other things that are popping up.
But it was possible for the people who knew to see out, observe that if this is over the first time, say one soup or something like that, just so that I know what it's breaking. Because there's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, that's it. That's the whole point of the 1 immunity, the 2 immunity. Just like we're starting to pick up with the interrupts, that's to alleviate that issue.
Yeah, so, yeah, I think it's along.
Yeah,
But even though we get past,
but bear in mind that the soakers are also dealing with all of this as well. With a
first is obvious, it's obvious, so it was that one as well.
yeah, first immunity.
Second,
Yeah.
yes.
Which is one of the reasons why I wanted to start implementing that in the heroic runs, just because it's going to take a little bit of time to get used to. Tanks, away you go. I reckon we got 50% one here. Tight on blue, tight on blue. Nice. Leave them down. Over to green. Try not to get hit by that, it's avoidable. Comets out, comets out. Rain of Brimstone. We're taking the 1 but right behind us. Solo Soak on the other side of... And all melee. Oh, we got 2 out. Never mind. Thank you, Trem. Thank you, Trem. You fucking hero. That Solo Soak was too quick. Everyone on purple. Oh no, star, sorry. Crushing comments. Try to trim those spikes out a little bit if you can. Shattering star. There's 3 in the middle behind blue. This shattering star, we're going to need to get rid of quite a few of these. If you can get rid of 2. Nice. And we got 1 left for internal burning, which is now. Everybody stack up. As soon as this is done, we're going to move to green. Now. Too late, we got that one up. That's cool. Everyone over to blue now. Rain of Brimstone's coming up now. Range Camp's taking the 1 right behind us. Solo Soak on the 1 by the boss's face. All the way back. I don't know if it make it. And everybody back to blue. Okay, everybody move over to green. Crushing Comets, take out that 1 that's on its own. You had a stack of 3 there on blue. That's for the Shattering Star.
Can you dodge the shattering star?
You can't dodge it if it's hitting you. You can dodge it if it's going through.
Yeah, because I got it through the spike and then I moved. I still think it's extremely difficult with solo soaker.
Yes, yes.
Like you said, it's take the one at the boss's face, but actually both at the boss's face, so I think we would just scatter in those 2.
Yeah. We do have...
Had a nice block. I was in that, and I survived. I survived.
The thing with Rain of Brimstone is we've got a lot of time from when they drop to when they actually pop. So the immunity needs to be the sort of the clutch last minute one, or they could be, you know, standing in it to begin with. If melee just start moving to 1 to begin with, the Solar Soaker can then sort of be middle-ish, see what's going on around them. I know it's a lot to put on you, but I can't think of a way of being able to mark or help you at all, I'm afraid, guys.
We could have a designated melee person, and the melee always stuck with them wherever they go. That way we don't have anyone going into the solo soaker zone.
Sindel seems to be all over it, so you get the green there. If Sindel's going to soak a brimstone, every melee will be following her. It's a bit of a comedy, seeing as Sindel couldn't even find her way through a raid, so everybody can follow her now. As for the immunities, if you find it's going to be better positioning yourself in the middle, 2 seconds before Rain of Brimstone, then we can deal with the spike being out of place, that's no dramas, and try to make it a clutch soak afterwards. As long as melee and range are decisive about which pool they're going in, just take a little bit of time. For range, stack up, wait until we know which one we're going to, then stand in it. For melee, go to the one that's closest that you can get to, and then once that's happened, watch the timer for internal brimstone, and then blink, pop your ice block, and give it a clutch in the last couple of seconds, because we've got a lot of time. And I'm sorry, it's a lot to put on the mages. You seem to be the new hunters for this tier.
No, it's okay. We're the fastest ones.
I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry to say it this way, but it's infernal brimstone, not internal brimstone.
Nope, nope, you're wrong. Nope, nope. I got an infernal rage for you right now, Razzo. Yes, please, Razzo. Loss. Internalize the infernal rage. There we go. Those pillars took forever to come up. Nice. Don't get hit by that. Take them away. Rain of Brimstone. We've got nothing here. We got nothing. Can we get an emergency soak by melee? Nice. Brilliant. That is exactly what we wanted. Everybody over to star is already taken, so purple. Comet to get rid of the one near the boss. Perfect. We're moving to star. Soak the star behind the blue one there. Perfect. Don't get hit by that. It's coming in. And we're moving back to blue. Crashing Comet. Get rid of that one that's out there on its own by purple. Infernal Burning. Hide behind one of the pillars.
Following me.
And take those Crashing Comets away. Everybody stacking on blue. Rain of Brimstone. We're taking the one behind green. Range taking one behind green. Solo set the middle one. Melee right at the back. Follow Sindel. Everybody on star. Moving over to purple after the star goes through. Don't hit them all, don't hit them all, don't hit them all. You go through blue. Always go through blue. We've got 3 there. Is that 3? Yeah, there's just 3 stacked up. It's very tempting to run it through and get as many spikes as you can, but it actually does more damage than if you didn't. I think we're all happy with where we're standing and why we're standing at blue. So if there's nothing at blue, we need 3 there. That's our Shattering Star run. Everything else gets dropped spread at green so that we can comet them down and keep them trimmed down. We leave them 1 at star or green and overflows over to purple if we get stuck like that. So I'm not going to call that out anymore. We just need to move as a team really, and I need to start really pumping some HPS out as well to help go up. Rain of Brimstone seems to be going a bit better, and I'll keep calling that out. Melee needs to be on top of Sindel. If Sindel's not next to you, then you're in the wrong place. It's just as simple as that.
The problem is that miles away.
Yep.
It's not very easy to control.
No, that's it. That's the problem with putting a marker on one person. Be vocal. Be vocal. You know, if the one by the boss's tail, somebody can say something, just to give a little bit of direction, or like I said, the amount of time it takes. Just sit in one place and see what happens. See where they move. Rain and Brimstone, we're taking the one to the right. So, move into the next one. Nice, that's why that needs to be last minute. Ah, fucking hell. Everybody on star? Let's head up through that. Sharon star, run through those three on blue, on blue, on blue. Good work on those comets, nicely done. Infernal burning, hide behind the two pillars. If anybody's low, start topping them up now. And move back to green. Okay, we're moving now on to blue. Rain and Brimstone, we're taking the one furthest back. Can we get a solo soak on the closest one? Nice. And everybody back to blue. I'm now moving to green. Take the shattering star through blue, through blue, through blue. Perfect. Nicely done, nicely done. And we move back to blue now. Oh, internal burning? No, sorry, green. You were right. Sorry about that, dudes. Infernal burning coming in. Nice, get those comments away. We're going to be stacking up on blue. Yes, both tanks down. And then we'll be back on green. Rain and Brimstone, we'll take the one on blue. Solar Soak would go to the one on green. That was perfect RNG for that Rain and Brimstone there. It's typical. Brilliant work. There's the comets going out, picking off those spikes in exactly the right place. So it's nice to know that the sort of the game plan and the mechanics coming across. Yeah, I know that the getting hit by the pillar seems to be the issue at the moment. I do feel like the emphasis is definitely moving away from where do I need to stand, where's the brimstone, and it's becoming second nature now. So let's just be a little bit careful about getting hit by the pillars. I know it's quite messy back here, especially with lava, and I can't say much from getting hit myself. I still feel like we need a little bit more room between us and the boss tanks. Ooh. The floor is lava.
On the floor or?
Throughout the fight, so starting from the pool. It's just it becomes very close with the comets in front. Is anyone else finding that, or is it just me that finds them a little bit close when we move forward to the purple mark? Let me move the purple in just a little bit closer, because that might make it easier rather than changing what the tanks are doing there. That's like the wonkiest setup I've ever seen in my life. Can we get a hero? Are we hero in on Paul as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Spot the healer and not the DPS, sorry. Stack tight, stack tight, stack tight. Now move. Don't get hit. Comet's out. Rain of Brimstone.
Two left to the boss. There's one better.
We're not going to make that. Solo soak them. We're not going to make that. Move into purple.
I'm sorry, you were not with me.
I won. I would try to do it too. He was it. I'm dead. I can't move away too much.
We have an inferno.
Yep, wipe it up. That was just horrible RNG. To not have anything in the range side at all. That's just horrible. And there's no way we would have all been able to move it over there.
It was right by the entrance to the mallet boss.
Oh really? All the way over there? Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, RNGesus. Fuck you.
But the thing is that the veins, they're not easy to see, to be honest.
No. I'm going to turn around and just pop up a repair mount outside rather than burning
No, I can see the...
You got one?
about-
Okay, cool.
It's 30 minutes cooldown, so I'm sorry.
Ah, nice.
Yum, yum. Did you say pizza?
Barbecue. Barbecue pizza.
I will put the ortolano by the... Very good. That's where I am.
Was the boss position better this time?
Yep, much better for the 10 seconds that we've seen the fight. We'll have to just try that one again, Lost, because that was nothing to go off.
Yep, easily.
Thank you, Lost. Alright, we got this. Let's get a banging attempt out on this one now. And green, didn't get hit. Nice. Nice, smooth those crashing comets. Let's get them out. Rain and Brimstone. Range to camp, take the one closest to those spikes. Solo soak, take the one next to it. Melee should be on the one next to the boss. Nicely done.
I know.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen that, you did. Yes, yes. Yeah, I seen you. Who was it? Was it a priest? Yeah, yeah, I seen you. I seen your wings popped. I seen you in there. You definitely had it. I was like 100% sure you had it. Right? Who's not praying to RNGesus right now? Who's doing that for us? Oh, God, Abby.
Sorry.
Praying to the loot gods. That's one problem with that.
Beautiful question. Okay, in that case, I have Yep. How to
Yeah, the road is okay-ish.
read it's people? It's given. Especially the first chapter. That's fine. No, it's not okay.
Why are we... Have we become gnomes? Why is the food that high?
Whose head did they put that on? Yeah, somebody's praying to the food god, aren't they?
Yeah,
Orange Jesus is the one you're meant to be praying.
Not even if I want to.
What if we use this? What if we use this like the land in somewhere? We just all stand there so we take no damage.
That's it. Yeah, you're not going to get hit by the lava then, are you? If you're on the food table. So I'm going to pop that into the notes as a usable mechanic there.
Let's just write that one down.
Everyone's ready, Loz? Let's get a good attempt in now, guys. And move. Rain and brimstone in 2 seconds. Look at where it is. Range camp, we're taking the one closest to us, so let's take the one furthest away. Melee, you've got yours. Everybody is moving back to green. Keep those people that are low up. If we can get a crashing comet to just tickle the side of one of these. Not all of them. Perfectly done. Get those people that are low up, and we're going back onto green. Shatter and Star go through blue, through blue, through blue. And we're all moving to Star. Comet, take out the one that's at the back. We're all moving back to blue. Internal burning coming up soon. We're going to be hiding behind green. Moving to green.
My game just froze. Yeah, first.
Rip.
Oh, I'm alive.
Nice. Moving back over to blue. Comet out. Move the comet out. Rain and brimstone. Range camps taking the one closest to us. Somebody else soak. Can we get a melee soak?
Come to me.
Good job on that one. Good job. And we're going to be soaking on blue again. From blue, going over to green. Comets away. Star through the middle. Tight on blue. I'm moving over to green. Infernal burning, hide behind these pillars. It's going to be a lot of damage, so we can try and top ourselves up. Pop a cooldown if you need it. Yeah. And out with those. Hit that 50, hit the 50. Move out of that. Stacking on blue. Rain and brimstone, we're taking the one at the back. Have we got a solo soak anywhere? Can somebody just die? Okay, it's 18 minutes past now. What I'm going to do is put up a 10-minute break now so that we can all sort of come back and be refreshed, go toilet, have a drink, come back sort of around the half-past mark. While you're away, take a moment to just think about, do you all still think we can do this? Because I think we can, but I would like some feedback. Do you all think we can do this? Or do you want to go and try Fallen Avatar? It's not something that I want to do. I want to stick at this and get this done. Now that we've done the hard work, I'd like to stick at this. But if you've got any strong feelings about it, I don't want anybody sitting there going, why the fuck are we doing this for the other half of the night if it's really not something you want to do. So done myself on a I need to sort out that macro. On the DBM 10 break, is it, or is it break 10? Break 10. There we go. Thank you. Break 10. So go and have some time on your own and think about it, and we'll come back. Okay, so I know before I asked, take a think about it. I would like to say that on Wednesday and Thursday we'll be pushing through a heroic, and I can't see any reason why we can't at least down Fallen Avatar on the Wednesday, with potentially looking at Kill Jaden on the Thursday. If we get this cleared or very close, then we could potentially come back and do Goroth again on Monday. But I would like to really work on getting heroic cleared, because I know that we do want to get that ahead of the curve and get those finished out. I also think we've done the hard part of this fight, which is getting the tactics down. There are things that need to be cleaned up on this, but once those sort of the one-shot things get cleaned up, we're gonna be dropping the health on that boss very quickly. The mechanics just repeat throughout. There's no phase changes. There's nothing. So once we've got the first little mechanics that keep wiping us, keep one-shotting us, sorry, then we're just going to be ploughing into the boss. And I can tell from every pull that we do, we're getting smoother and smoother. We may be making a mistake here and there, but that's just, you know, what happens on a pull. But overall, the mechanics are definitely getting smoother. So does anyone have any real objections to staying on this, bearing in mind that we will be going back to heroic? Okay, brilliant. In that case then, let's kill this shit, exactly. The big one that I've noticed, we seem to be moving really well on the marks. Brimstone seems to be going okay. If we get 2 in melee ranged, I think we're going to stick with melee going with 1 and Sindel or Euron immunity the other. If it comes to it and nothing's happening, if the tank can take it again, just as we said before, try to sort that out. If not, maybe using Nether Walk, I think it was, that got put up, then do something just to stop the ad coming out, even if it means a death at very last resort. The other thing that I've noticed is the spikes are killing people when they pop up. That's avoidable damage that I think we can avoid. So continue the emphasis on the Rain of Brimstone and the positioning of the spikes. Really good work on the Crashing Comets on clearing those ones that are in the wrong positions. So just now put a little bit more emphasis on dodging, getting hit up in the air by those spikes. Sometimes the spikes do like 1 million, while some do 3. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's the number of spikes that get broken at one time. So just have a little bit of raid awareness when you are going to destroy a spike that's in the wrong place. If you see that we're low, it might be worth just leaving it for a moment until we get topped up. Because there are periods of no damage coming in where we can top up. What we don't want is to kill people off. We'll keep an eye on that spike variation, because we want to try and get each pull as consistent as we can. So let's ready up. Let's give this another go. Emphasis on not getting killed by spikes popping up through the ground. Thank you, Loz. I have every faith that we can do this. Stack tight, and move. Out with that Crashing Comet. Rain of Brimstone. We're taking the one right behind us. Melee, take the one closest to the boss. Solo soak on the other one. Nice. Moving back to green. Crashing Comet on that one behind the blue that's out on its own. And that will be the only one this round. Keep your eye on those pillars popping up. Crashing Star behind the blue. Behind the blue. Don't hit that 4th, just the 3. Okay, and everybody back on blue. Crashing Comet, take rid of that one on its own.
Sorry.
No worries. We got it. Good job. Infernal spikes. Hide behind the green. And back to blue. Rain and Brimstone. We're taking the one closest to the pillars. Solo soak on the further one.
Okay, I didn't see it.
Ah, that was a horrible knockout there. Never mind. Back on blue. And then over to green. Solo soak behind that one that's going to pop up. Nicely done. Crashing Comet's out. We're going to move back to blue in a moment when these spikes come up. So get out. Don't get hit by that. Infernal. Run behind the green. Nicely done on that leap. And everybody move out of Crashing Comet. Get off green. Watch for these spikes to come up. We're on blue at the moment. Get that boss away. Everybody back onto green. Rain and Brimstone. We're taking the one closest to the spikes. Can we get a solo soak in the middle? Melee go to the one at the back. And we're going to be moving back over to green. Crashing Comets, try to get rid of some of those out on its own, one at a time preferably. After green we'll be moving over to sort of star there. That Shattering Star needs to go through blue pretty much all the time, that's what the three are there for. Infernal Burning, move behind one of these spikes. And that's the 60% mark, we're into the 59% now. And move out, don't get hit by these spikes. And we're back onto green.
Both flanks are down.
Rain and Brimstone. Ranger will be taking the one next to the spike. Solo soak the one furthest away possibly. Melee taking the one next to the boss. 57%. Ooh. Ooh. I can feel it, guys. I can feel it.
Solid purpose.
Gort, the Druid Tonk.
Oh, come on. By the way, I got from Sheltering Nova. I think I got the debuff as well from the patient comment.
I have the robot.
I think that most probably we only got 2 pillars with instead of 3, right?
Yeah, I think one of the Shattering Stars may have gone somewhere else thinking that that was the safer option, but it always needs to be blue.
Okay.
If it looks like there's only one there, it's probably because we've just stacked it well. If there is only one there, then ranged have done their job wrong, and we need to change that, not where the Shattering Star goes.
By the way, on the food guys, are you trying to get
That's, yeah. Poor gnomes won't be able to eat that.
Next time we get it,
you doing that?
Oh yeah, I'm putting in. Oh, 3 minutes, yeah, I'll put 6 seconds.
I'll put mine down.
There you
Yeah,
go.
mine.
You
Yeah,
have chips here.
Make sure everyone repairs there. Hopefully the next time we put it down, we'll be on Maiden. Whee.
Wait, what? I mean, wishful thinking.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go with one boss at a time, shall we?
If you guys haven't checked Maiden Mythic on Mythic, just hilariously crazy.
Just cry into a pillow. Outstanding effort on the 57% there. Let's do it again. Don't get hit. Comets out. Brimstone coming up, ranged. We're taking this one out on the side. The furthest away, Solar Soak, the one in the middle.
Hold on to this.
Range to the furthest one out. Nice. Top of the people are a little bit low, we'll move back to green. Gonna get the crashing comets to take out that chunk of 2 there. And get rid of the 2 at the back. Star needs to go through blue. Oh, okay, yeah, take it through there. And get ready for Infernal coming in. Nice job on that comet. Let's just top everyone up. We've got a moment to sort ourselves out. Get hid. Moving to blue. Get away, get away. Really got to work on that, guys. Let's get people out of the danger zone there. Rain of Brimstone. What have we got? What have we got? We get an immunity. And we're all moving up to Star now. Let's just keep in control here. Comet, get rid of the 1 in the melee. After this range, we're going to be moving back to green. Star through blue, don't stand near it. Pop a defensive if you need to, if you're low.
Take them.
We're going to be stacking up on blue again. Moving out of blue towards purple. And hide.
What's the cooldown on this?
Million years.
Yeah,
Comets out. Comets out. Okay. What was it that got you there?
Me?
Yep.
Somehow I got a comet as well as the burning armor.
Okay.
So it
Was
doesn't
it
usually
light
get comet.
comets?
I don't think so.
Can you see?
It was like you were kicking in on the comet at the exact same time as burning armor. Like they were 0.5 seconds off each other.
Okay.
So I was getting crushing comet ticks as well as the burning armor ticks as well as the shattering novas. What really killed me was a 3 minute tick just from crushing comet.
Okay. The crashing comet circle is fairly small. Yours is 25 yards. If you can run out as far as you possibly can, Raz, even though it's going to take you a million years to get back in, even if you get back in by the time Loz needs to taunt, then it doesn't need to be really any quicker than that. So, really.
What I'm saying is the crushing comet was targeted on me and was only falling on me.
Oh.
The increased damage.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realise there could be a nasty overlap like that. That's
Plus 300%.
yeah.
Very funny.
That's horrible.
That's what I was saying. I was getting basically in my ADM was going, 3, 3, 2, 2.
What the fuck?
Bear in mind that the timer for the question is incorrect. So you can actually be saying the countdown and not have the thing.
it'll be orange as well.
Well, I can guarantee you I've got crushing comet and burning armor, and I can guarantee you as well.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. And I'm sure you popped all.
That's the worst case scenario that could happen to you.
Oh, the defender.
I thought that with inference.
What, the one that brings you back alive if you die?
Yeah.
So you died twice.
They patched it in 7.2, meaning that it can't take overwhelming damage now. It can take a tiny bit more than your.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, well, again, guys, more emphasis on not getting hit by those spikes, and more emphasis on, after sort of internal burn-in, for instance, moving straight away. If we got spikes in the wrong place, so be it. We will clean up, and we'll sort it out afterwards, and we'll get control back. But try to move back onto blue if we're on green. Just try to move one of the markers. And
Yeah, if you can say something. After the internal burning, there are spikes coming up in the same spot that we are. There are lots of traffic going on, so we don't see them. We need to be right on the edge of going out the same exact moment internal burning is over. I mean, you have to be like millionth of a second fast. Okay? That's why most people die.
Yep, brilliant. So more emphasis on that. The brimstones are going perfectly. Even the horrible RNG ones, Melee's doing a fantastic job. Range is doing brilliant. The solo soaker's out fucking standing. So let's just keep up on that and don't get disheartened by some of these deaths. Let's just focus on not getting hit by the spikes. And soon we'll be in execute range so Anasar can fucking carry us.
30%, is it?
That'll be over there.
Yeah. I'm not far from me.
Careful, bomb. Comets out. Rain and Brimstone, we're taking the one closest to the spikes. Can we get a solo soaker behind that? Solo soak behind. Okay, and
Am I out of range of heal? Family killer.
Even you probably are because the healers are probably also stacking on the circles. It's possible.
and back to blue. Oh, good job on range there. Not getting hit by that one. Yeah, that was a lot. It's all gone a bit wonky from the pool, really. Would it be too much hassle to change that soak order then?
You could put me first and second. I could have the first two. How are you able to wait 2 second delay?
Dude, if that was the case, we don't mind you just saying. If you say, I've got a bit of a delay, it's probably not best putting me first immunity, then, you know, that sort of shit happens. We will sort it out and we'll get through it. Please.
It's probably better to you soak first, just because if you were to soak third or so, we are already in it. And then the delay were to hit, you know.
He's not going to be on the list for soaking now, so we got 2 Ebby and then Int. I don't know, do you have 2 Int? Okay, no dramas. Do you have 1? Yeah, cool. Okay, so there's our 3. And if it goes past that, then we can start looking at, you know, fluxing. If it goes past that, then we can look at Zovius again. But dude, if it happens and you're struggling with a 2 second delay because it sounds like you know you've got a delay, please let us know, because there's no point us wiping to stuff like that. If you've got a delay, we will sort something out to try to make it better for you. All right. Okay, fine, no problems. Just let us know so we don't go through all of that. So we'll probably pop you back in then after 4. Much better work on skipping past those spikes there, guys. And move. Comments out. We're in this one. Range camp in the one we're in. Soak in behind. Nice. Melly, get yours.
Yeah, I got.
And move. We're on start. Crashing Comet. Just pick up that one that's at the back. I've got it. And Shattering Star behind blue. Move out of that. We're moving towards Crashing Comet. Take out that one that's on its own there. Infernal Burning. That was a lot. Okay.
So,
Range camp on the one behind the spike. Watch out for that spike coming up. Nicely done. And clean that up. Sorry, I couldn't see anything. I'm stuck in a spike that spawned on top of me.
I don't think you guys can be stuck. I don't know. The infernal spike seems to be killing people.
It's
Because it puts 1.9 million point damage to anyone in the area.
And we also need extreme heals when we have the debuff from the Crusher Comet. That's what kills me and burns up me.
okay. So they're the sort of things that I like to call the min-max, in that the amount of damage we take from that we'll try to sort out. We're really going to be topping a lot of people up during the Infernal Burning. That's when the links are going down. That's when all of the AoE heals are out. So is everybody's personal defensive on cooldown when they're taking the Crushing Comet? Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
So I think we've had enough attempts on this now that you know where you personally are taking damage. Like Trem said, it just so happens for him it's Crashing Comet debuff. Make sure you're popping your personal then. Okay, yeah. Getting those dangerously low people up. More emphasis on that. Okay, cool. Cool. Before we carry on, Erisos, you happy?
Generally speaking.
Well, it's your healer comp that's changed, so
Yeah, let's do that.
Is there a coffee now?
there is.
Yum, 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 yum. I can. Thank you.
Everyone got one?
That's not.
Take a second then. Get rid of that cauldron.
Let's look at some.
Right, everybody's ready.
We've been here for fun. Oh, okay.
Everybody watch those spikes, because we can't heal through that. Pop your defensive if you've got a debuff. And let's keep those who are low out of the danger range. Out with the comet, out with the comet. Brimstone, range, taking the one at the back here. Nice. And we're moving straight away onto green. Don't get hit by that. Move forward onto star. Comets. Take out two of those. Nice, that's cool. We got one. And stack them back up. Star through blue. You already know all this. All over it. Get out, don't get hit. I'm moving back to blue. Crash and comet, take out that one that's on its own. Nice, it's already gone. And off to blue. Rain and Brimstone, we're taking the one at the far back. Can we get melee on one of those? Solar soak the other. Watch those pillars as they're coming up. Nice. And then get back into position. I'm taking this comet here. And we're back on green. Moving forward to star. Get those comets away. Mid stacking on blue. Infernal burning. Stand behind blue. Okay, they're safe ones. They're safe. Just stay there. Get the comets away. Pop a defensive. Pop a pot. Keep yourself safe. Get to green. Don't get hit by those. Rain and Brimstone. Range stack. Take the one next to the spikes. Be careful with the overlaps on those circles. We're all stacking up on green. Moving forward to star. We've got a lot of spikes up next Crash and Comet. We want to take rid of two of those. Go through the 3 by blue. Nice. Try to heal yourself up. I'm stuck in it. I'm moving back to blue for ranged. Pop a defensive. Anything you can, stay up. Stack tight on blue. Move forward to start afterwards. Right, this is going to be horrendous. Right, hit that 40% mark. Hit that 40% mark. Let's get into those 40s. Nuke him! Nuke him! 1.7%. That's it, dudes. We got it. We got it. That's the entire fight. I would say that's pretty much 90%. We've got it now. It's trimming the fat off the edges now, making sure we don't get hit by those spikes, which it's just one of those things we got to keep working on. Movement's brilliant. Rain and Brimstone's really good.
And we were extremely unfortunate when we had the players over here, and just under the players there was pool.
Yeah,
We were taking damage from that as well. Plus, the people were tight, but not their fault because for a good time they couldn't move.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. It was. It just sort of fell apart a little bit in the middle. Sort of lost control. But we'll just keep on top of that.
Yeah, if that wouldn't happen, I mean, the first Infernal Burning, we had everyone alive, which was brilliant.
And exactly the same from everybody again, guys. That was brilliant. And move. Comets out. Brimstone coming up. Range stacking the one we've got. Get a soak on the other one. Make sure people are topped up. Top them up quick. Get to star. Crashing comet. Take out that one on the edge. Keep these top up. Big damage coming in now, healers. And we're all going to stack behind the green there for Infernal that's coming up in a second. And then get behind. Let's get Euron up. Nice. Spread out, 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 out. Moving to blue. Fucking outstanding job, guys. This is brilliant. Stacking tight on blue. We're going to do... What have we got? Range camp. Don't see anything. That's all melee. Top up. This is going to hurt. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. Moving forward to star. Get that through the 3 if you can. If you can get it to 3, get the comet out. Comet out.
Thank you.
Infernal burning, we got a lot coming here, so we may need pop yourself a defensive. Let's get everyone topped up. And then we'll reset and then back on blue again. So we'll be taking the one next to the spikes. If we can get a solar soak and the one behind that. No worries. Yeah. I didn't see who it was, but did somebody move take the Shattering Star through the sort of the green area rather than on blue?
I was trying to pick up three, but not like a second to
Oh, okay. Okay. Unfortunately, the plan isn't rigid enough to be able to withstand the blue spike still being there. So priority is always hitting blue. Like I said, that was if it's an issue, then it's range's issue to position a little bit better. I know we were only slightly off there, so still really good. But you just need to make sure that you're hitting those 2 on the blue. If anything, the 2 on the blue and a little bit to the left, but let's not micromanage. I need to get you a set of pom-poms, Trem, so you can transmog them. Oh, sorry, dudes, I didn't even see you still running there. My bad. Everyone's ready, Loz, so whenever you're good to go. Nice, nice. Rain of Brimstone. We're taking the one closest to the spikes. Just watch out for these spikes coming up afterwards. Straight off onto star. Crashing comments. Try to get rid of this one at the back. I've got it. Everyone else get away. And star coming through behind blue. You know what you're doing. Move off that star. Perfect, perfect. Oh. Get those crushing comets out. You'll know what to do, I don't need to call it out. Move out straight away. Keep them up, we're back on blue. Rain and Brimstone, we're taking the one straight behind us. Looks like the other two are melee.
Yep.
I'm back on blue. Back on blue. Crash and Comet, get rid of two of those.
Yeah.
And we're back on blue. We're back on blue. Shattering Star through blue. Just take those three. We're moving to the one on the right. No, no. There's three on blue there, ready to go.
I swear, this guy's head is just too small for his body. Look. Seriously? It's so small.
How about that guy in Mission Impossible? Nobody popped that up and
It was Men in Black. He had the massive ears.
yeah, but head would grow back. I think this guy got stopped halfway.
That was all going well up until the point the Shattering Star wasn't taken through blue. Yep. That's I think that's just a case of us trying to spot it as much as you can, and all I can say is as we keep going and it becomes more familiar and the fight becomes second nature, you'll take less avoidable damage as we go, which will alleviate the pressure on the healers, and that sort of stuff won't happen. So don't worry too much about those sort of deaths. Just don't fucking run the Shattering Star anywhere other than blue.
The brimstone thing seems to be slightly bigger than the circle.
You would not win it more than us.
No, it wasn't out of the edge.
It is, I think that the circle is very generous.
This is bigger than the circle. Yeah, just make sure you're nowhere near it.
Well, that's exactly what happens when Blizzard starts rushing out raids. Oh yeah, we'll get the effect, mostly like it, it'll be fine. So.
Yeah, I didn't want to move the box, so I wasn't going to move much.
Cool, no dramas. Well, you've picked up on that, which is pretty good. So.
I was the wrong time, sorry.
We've got the one closest to the spike. Melee, you've got the other two. Just watch out for spikes popping up here. And we're back on blue, back on blue. Don't touch any of these spikes. Shattering Star through on blue, we're stacking up on green. It's going to be a lot of damage, and make sure he doesn't get one-shotted. And we're back on blue. Rain and Brimstone. We've got the closest one to the spike. The rest looks like melee. Let's get healed up a little bit and we'll get rid of those ones over by green. And we're stacking on blue again. We need to Shattering Star. There we go. I move out to Star, Shattering blue on blue. And we got the next Infernal Burning coming up soon, so just stay alive until then, and then you got your heals coming. Again, we got 5. Nicely done, nicely done. And back to blue. Okay, we got it on green, no dramas. Oh, we got a nice one on purple there. Range stack on the one that... Range need to be inside this circle now. Too late. Get all them out. Okay. You got a long run for Shattering Stars, so just be careful there. All the way back to the third one. To the third one. That's it. That's it. Keep going. There we go. Nice. Crashing Comets. We've got a lot of work to do here. We need to get rid of 2, perhaps, if we get the chance. Doesn't look like it. Looks like we've got Burning coming up. Stack behind the one by green. Pop a defensive cooldown. Top everybody up. Move straight out. Everybody back on blue. We've got the Brimstone there. We're still back on blue again. Keep the heals up on the tank. Moving over to green. Shattering Star to blue, to blue, to blue, to blue, to blue, to blue, to blue. It's always blue. And we're back on blue again. Nicely done. Back to green. Got it, mate? There we go.
I was trying to get in because I had 0.5 seconds after the burning armor to get into the pillars. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's the transition. It's horrible. Been a little bit quiet on Leap of Faith, so I don't know whether it's just been happening or you've got it. It gets so much easier with less people. Yes, yeah, certainly. But what we're going to do is just going to cut half the raid out for you there, Aerosos. There shouldn't ever be any reason why the Shattering Star is not going straight to blue. It shouldn't be an automatic thing to just go straight to blue. If you got the Shattering Star, you can stand back a debuff's distance away from the closest pillar if you're worried about it going off, because it's the star going through the spike. Do you know what I mean? Thank you very much. Yep. Yep. Maybe let's just take a step back on being so proactive with smashing pillars. And there we go. And instead of getting them sort of whenever, I think we need to only get one. So I'll try to call it out, because there's a lot of transition going on there between taking a lot of damage and then an extra spike and that coming in. There's just not enough time to top people up. Yep, but obviously we don't want molten armor with 7 pillars up. So what the Ranger are doing is good. I think we're just going to try to reel that back in a little bit more, just until we've got that bit done. Good shout. Bios just brought up there. If the healers have a have a crashing comet. They're the ones that are gonna break them down. I'm just a little bit worried about RNG there. So
That's nice.
so healers break it. If not, I'll call it. But healers have priority. Believe everyone's ready.
Good question. Runes.
Quick answer. What, Vantis runes or augment runes?
Augment runes.
I don't think it's a DPS issue. If we got to a point where, you know, we're maybe 5-10% and we need a little bit more, then possibly it's one-shot mechanics. It's going in the wrong place. It's you know, standing in spikes. You can have 10 runes on yourself. If you get hit by that spike, you're going to die.
Yeah, I'm
So-
thinking maybe might give us a tiny bit of a boost. I'm thinking when, though. I'm not saying we should use them, I'm saying when do you think we should use them?
When one-shot mechanics is down and it's all about avoidable damage for the healers to be able to just top that up. It's for when we're all comfortable that we've got the boss mechanics down to a T and it's just a case of getting either good RNG or getting all the way to the end. That's when we'll start popping
Yeah.
augment runes.
Second question. Why is his head so small?
Jesus, Raz, get over it. Thank you. You should have that up by now.
Seriously, it's like sank down below his shoulders.
Yeah?
Did you need one, bud?
I just got
Okay. Just shout out. If you need it, just shout out. We're all a team here. We're all working together. Range, we got the one right on us. Next to one by the boss's face. Need a solo soak on the one at the back. Nicely done. Move out for the spikes back onto Star there now. Comet, I'm taking that one on the edge out. Sharon Star behind blue. Get that 3. We got a nice 2 there now. Don't hit anything, don't hit anything. Just get through this phase. Infernal Burner's coming up. We got 1 at the back. It's a bit of a trek, so make sure that we got something for the tanks. And let's just heal up, stabilise, and let's get ready for that reset. It's unfortunate. Can we get a heal up on him? Spread out, get rid of everything. Keep everybody up, and we're back on blue. Infernal Burn. We're in the one, range soak in the one that we're in. Can we get a solo soak on the one further back?
I don't see any.
Crashing Comet, can we get that 1 on its own there? On green? Ouch. And we're back on blue. Sharon Star through the one on blue. Top up those are a little bit low. That Comet needs to be out of the group.
Razor's down.
And we're moving back over to blue. Oop, fuck. So stacking back up on blue now. Okay, we got them at green. That's alright. Rain of Brimstone. Don't see anything here.
I can solo soak as well.
Nice, good communication. I'm moving to green. Shadow and Star on blue. Crashing Comet, get rid of that one on the right. And everyone back on blue. Infernal. Oh, lucky having that one up. Okay, just a minor thing there. I went for the one on the right hand side, the spike on the right hand side, and I think we also had one at the back being taken out. The next thing that we all need to concentrate on now is the crashing comet debuff needs to be out of the group. We don't want that spread debuff going everywhere. That's unavoidable damage that we're going to work on next. So if you've got it and you're not taking a spike, just make sure you get out. Get all the way out. Get out of range of the boss. Drop all your dots. Drop all the damage. Get out of range of absolutely everybody. Jeeves is still up.
Those two that we should show ranged. One can sacrifice it, but that's what I did, but we really need to our eyes open. Even melee can pop up there.
That's the thing, Trim. One's ranged, one's a solo soak, the other one's melee. So whether or not they all want to try to trek, or one person call it, maybe you're on with a sprint and solo soak it, or something that way, because otherwise we're just going to be sacrificing people here and there. And like you said, you've managed to get out to that position and soak. I'm sure somebody else could, or the rest of the melee could. Spell warding from Razo, does that work? But I don't want Razo particularly having to watch people on Rain and Brimstone, actually, so that's just forget that idea straight away.
Spell warding also takes away the Cavalier, so a little bit less mobility.
Oh, good God, we don't want that. No, but it's one for ranged, one for melee, one soaking. If it gets to the point where there's two in melee, then it's one melee, one munin. I don't want to adjust too much at this point now. Get out. Thank you. Rain and Brimstone, we're taking the one we've got. Just be careful, we're going to get spikes in a moment. So keep it in a good position. I'll be ready to move. We're moving forward. Don't get hit. Stay alive. We're on star. Crashing Comet. Get rid of that one on the left hand side if we can. If not, just stay out. Showering star through blue, through blue, through blue. Through blue, through blue. That's not even close to blue. Not even remotely. Infernal Burning coming up. If we do get a crashing comet, we need to start trimming down. Never mind. Pop a defensive cooldown. And get a heal out on Raz. There we go. Let's just stabilise this a little bit. Pop something if you can. Keep everybody up. And we're back on blue. Okay. Yep. It's blue, guys. It's blue.
The lava on the corners can't get any faster.
I don't know how to make a mechanic simpler than if you've got Shattering Star, go to blue. No dramas, mate. No dramas. It does happen. We've been, we've been raiding like a couple. Oh, okay. That was probably my bad marking then. I'll take the marker off my head. That was a good shout. Sorry about that. We all know where we need to be standing. It's somebody with a blue marker. I didn't even think about that, to be honest. Yeah, because I don't know which button removes one colour or which one removes them all. I've got a new raid mark. There we go. Yeah, just aiming the star at my face. If that was the case, I'm surprised how many people just completely ignored me. I don't know what's worse. People want to kill me or people don't know I exist.
think.
No drummers.
Why did you put the bot? It's what is it? Is it snake? It's
By the green, yeah.
it's in the left one.
Where you go, Loss.
Yeah.
Rain and Brimstone. We'll take the one on the boss's ass. And the solo soak on the one behind that.
Let me save the other one.
Nice. We've got it. Stack back up on green. Crashing Comets, try to chill those three out there. Oh, we're going to blue. We're going to blue.
Yeah.
Yes, please. And get behind that one. Oh, we got loads popping up there. Never mind. Okay, back on blue. For the next one. Yeah. Fuck you, Orange Jesus. Just fuck you. That was really good reaction play from range to get up into the middle. It's just bad timing. Perhaps I should have called not to break the 3 on that Brimstone and we should have used that one. But live and learn, eh? We can always retrospectively think about that. I was actually expecting a full wipe then. It's not so bad, is it? Yeah, true.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah. The first one, yeah, it makes sense in a hole.
Wait, is it? What?
It's still just still up, and the bot is also still. Bot is-
I know people are still eating at the moment, but you should have enough time to... You with us in? Nice. Cheers, Loz. Rain and Brimstone, the one on the right.
us.
Nice, let's get back in as much as we can. I'm getting rid of the one on the right hand side. Let's top people up who are low. That's it, on the blue. Nice. Just keep yourself up. Get ready for our stacking phase in a minute, and that's when we're going to sort ourselves out. Good job on those spikes, really good job. That's brilliant work. So stacking up now. Big heals coming in. Top everybody up. And move from that. Fuck. Everybody on blue. Rain and Brimstone coming in. We're soaking the...
Yeah. Probably another one. Yeah, go like that. You are alone. Oh, we have
Yeah.
yeah. So we have 3 on the melee area. Yeah.
Well, technically it was somewhere around here, yeah?
I think the one on the ass we could have potentially got to, but like a absolute scrub, I got hit by the spike and was stuck inside of it. I couldn't see anything. Emphasis on the spikes, Med. Come on. All right, I'll give it a go. Not give it a go. Just do it. Okay. Right, I got it.
I could save my roll for you now, if you want it. But I think you kind of need it on the infernal barrier.
No, I don't think there's any need to drop the roar in now.
Well, we need to go get out of this fast.
I mean, if that gives you guys as range at least, because I can bring myself over there. If that takes the range out of the momentary position for the spikes, I can do it.
Yeah. Okay.
We need to make sure that they're running away because they won't have my arm on the internal barrier. So practically run back. The spike coming to Oxy.
I think it's just it means on the RNG one that it's on the boss's ass, and all three are that side. I would like to save that roar for melee, making sure that they all stay up. I think if we keep it a little bit cleaner on the movement back here, range will have a little bit more time to just to waddle over, because again, it's no damage, it's just all movement. So we'll just put that, chalk it up to Jesus again. We'll give it another go. RN Jesus. He's a equally fictional character, just like Jesus. So.
Fictional?
Yeah. I know he gives me presents. He actually does. I'm not joking.
Yeah, Jesus, get a trooper.
Right, let's get that focus back here. Let's get all those comments out. Don't hit anybody else. All the way out, all the way out, all the way out. Range, take the one right at the back. Can we get a double soak on this one? Or Melly's come to it. Nice. Good job, Melly. And we're back on green. Get the comets all the way out. Get them out. Get rid of those. Sharon star on me. Top trim up, don't let him drop. And we're back on blue. Apart from the bungee death then, that is a perfect beginning. Don't let anybody else drop. Oh fuck.
Seriously?
I'm back onto blue. Range, take the one by the spike. Melee, take the one just behind the boss, and we've got a solo soak on the one in the back. And we're back on blue again. Tight stack on blue. Moving over to green. Shadow and Star, you should have the 3 there you got now. Just be careful of that comet. Nice. Back on blue. Move forward to purple, just don't stand on that spike. Behind one of these pillars. Pop a personal defensive now. Nice. And get those comets out so we're not showing the debuff. Keep Brazo up. Stacking on blue again. Blue's off a little bit to the left there. That's going to be our new blue. We're going over to green. Rain of Brimstone. Use range. Take the one behind green.
I didn't see that.
fucked up. I had like 4 times that crushing comment now. 4 times. You should have put it in too much. Oh god. Oh shit.
Can't beat an 11 million mega hit.
Okay, that's like the second time in a row there that I've let you guys down, so I'm gonna have to just reel in the verbal diarrhea a little bit. You pretty much all know what you're doing. You know what the plan is. I'm just saying stuff every now and again, so I'll still call out which brimstone that we're going to, but I'll just let you guys do your own thing a little bit more while I concentrate on not being a pleb.
I might go in the middle of explaining that you also popped your macro and kill chat.
What macro?
It's an add-on now? First thing I ever said to you, you were like teasing everybody that that has to be a macro.
No, I type it.
He was dead anyway.
I'm sorry guys, that was silly of me to do that twice in a row. Do what? Yes. Yay! Yeah, that's it, exactly. Who do I talk to about kicking out this druid, actually? We're taking the closest one, we should already be in it. I move. On star. Fucking brilliant. Back onto blue, reset, do it again. Leave that little cluster of 3 there. I'll call that our new blue. Two tanks.
By the way, guys, if you get the comment, you just need to be away from people. You don't need to go miles away. Because after the comment hits the floor, it will just disappear.
Right, wipe it up. That was an outstanding run up into the Infernal Burning. Positioning was really nice. Rain of Brimstone, good communication. It was absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. We finding issues with healing tanks? Is it range, or is it again with the burning armor overlap with some spikes, or? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Obviously, when I'm calling the colours, it's to get to that colour by the time spikes come up. I think you're all over it now. That if you need to run away and do your own thing for the 5 seconds, keep an eye on the timer and just make sure you're back on that marker in time. I've also moved the skull in a little bit closer. We're ninjas at this now, so I think we can keep it all tight and close. Yep, I've moved that skull in already, so that should be the...
You can put the bus closer because we can go to the other side. It's just not so good for visibility.
Yeah, that's it.
This one,
Yep.
since we have 5 kills now, I thought that we could use one healer in melee range.
I'm not entirely sure they don't get the spike.
Not so much spike, because you know the melees will get better kills and the tanks also. The tanks are like 8% out of
Yeah, yeah. But I'm not sure if we put a healer into melee that they won't spawn a spike. And obviously after this many wipes, the melee are not going to be looking for a spike.
Healer or one healer would do, because they count as melee.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't think if we shove, say, Bungie in there, I'm not too sure. We'll actually we'll give it a go. Bungie, if you would like to just sit on the green's face all night, and we'll see if you get a pillar. If you get a spike, then we may need to just readjust that. If you don't, then GG. If a tank dies, we blame you. I think everyone's ready. But good shout on that one, then, Aristotle. I didn't even think about cheesing it and sticking a healer all the way up there. Just bear in mind, Bungie, save your mobility to get back behind a pillar because you've now got a trek. Rain and Brimstone, we're taking the closest one to the spikes. And back to green. Crashing Comet, take those 2 out there out on its own. We've got 3, we should be okay here. Just keep those that are low topped up. And back on blue. Rain and Brimstone, we're taking the closest one.
There's one all the way up underneath that. No, it wasn't everywhere, guys. Oh, that means we have an inferno.
Yep, yep.
I think when we went to the left.
Yeah,
Okay.
we did. I didn't see any on the right side, that's the problem. No, it was so slow all the way in the back, like the entrance to the roller coasters.
Ah, bastard.
No, because the thing is, I am so slow that if I don't immediately begin to move to the first one basically that I see, it's pretty much...
Yep, I don't think there was anything wrong there. That was just unfortunate.
it went...
Bungie, how did you find that up in Melee's face? Better. Cool. Okay. I think we also genuinely found that alright.
I did notice that spike by the front of the bus, however, meaning that during the melted armor explosion it might actually kill the tank at some point.
If it hits you, yep, sure.
I think we break it during the explosion, and if we need to move to that area with the melted armor, it might kill us, depending on if we have a cooldown.
Yeah.
it being 25-yard circle. And there was
Yeah.
a spike there this time. If I didn't have a powerful enough full lineup, I would have died.
Well, I don't see any reason why Bungie can do his healing jazz on Skull then, leaving you and Loz the left and right a clear path. So if there is a nasty spike in the middle, then Goroth can knock it down himself.
That's fine. However, there was one up around by that kind of purple bit that he's facing towards.
Yeah.
That's
Around here.
So whatever that was, we'll keep an eye on it. If Bungie can stay more central towards his hitbox sort of area to Skull and melee that sort of range, brilliant. Cheers, buddy. Oh, feeling good, feeling good. I'm personally just going to pop an augment room myself just to get some more out of this, just to push it. If you guys want to as well, and you've got enough on you, then let's do it for the next 15 minutes, and let's see where we can go with this.
It's okay, bro. I don't know. Come on, dude.
Guys, okay.
Yes.
There they are again. Watch out, purple.
Rain and Brimstone, we're taking the one right at the back. So let's take the middle one. Melee, you got the one by his ass. Watch she spikes. We're back to Star. Perfect. Yeah, trim those two at the back. Nice. Get people out of the danger zone. Sharon Star, blue.
Tank down. Thank you.
We're back onto blue. Infernal. Rain and Brimstone, we're taking the one by the spike.
Into next options.
We're back neck on green. And over to blue. The spikes is now going to go green, sorry. Just watch this one coming in now. Nice, stay up, stay up, stay up. On blue. Back to green. Infernal burning. Yes, yes, yes. Spread out. Don't get hit by that. We're back on blue. Don't get hit by these spikes of the one-shot thing. Crash and Comet. Try to get rid of the... we'll take the one closest to the boss. Okay. Blue sorted, okay. Let's get people out of this danger zone here. Let's keep them up, keep them up. Crescent Star, we're going to need to get rid of a couple here. Infernal burning, let's stack up. On blue. Stack on blue.
Take the boss
There's
face.
3 on the lead.
The boss face. I'm gonna... How did I not die?
I was in.
Thank you.
55 seconds for a res on a healer. After this we get to green. Crashing Comet, take rid of that one on the far left. Good job, good job. Let's get them out of the death range. We're on green again. There's an absolute ton in here, so pop a defensive. Okay, 25 seconds, Loz, you gotta stay up. Everybody back on blue. Move the boss out of the way. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, it's definitely still progress. It feels like we all instinctively know what needs to be done now, and we've all got it down. I'm happy that everybody knows what they're doing. It's just a case of just pushing out that little bit more. It's a case of avoiding that little bit of damage. It's just getting that good RNG. Really good job, guys. What do you reckon? One more try. I'm going to rune up for this one. And please just everybody bear in mind again that the only reason the boss isn't dead isn't because the amount of damage we're doing, it's because we're dying. So really put emphasis on staying alive. This is why you shouldn't use open mic, because now everyone knows I just laughed at Razzo's joke. I can never let that go. Right. Right, let's pop absolutely everything on this. Yeah, on two, preferably ranged. Rain of Brimstone. We've got the one to the left of the spike. Just watch those spikes when they pop back up. Get back on green. Crashing Comet. Get rid of the couple there if you can. That's it, behind blue. Nice, top everybody up there. Perfect RNG, perfect RNG. Inferno, we got the 3 to hide behind. Get everybody out the danger zone. Top them up. Stay alive. On blue. We're taking the one behind spikes. And back on blue. Nice. Shadow and Star straight through blue. You got the 3 there. Shadow and Star, take out one of those. Ooh. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's get the hills out on the group. Let's get them topped up. And we're back on blue. That's it. Over to green. Rain of Brimstone, we're taking the one by the spike.
I got it. I go away, go away. I will shoot this one.
No, I see what you mean.
Okay.
And we're going to just need to move a little bit right here until that lava's gone. Left even, sorry.
Oh no, where's the guy?
We'll deal with that afterwards.
But I put the shutter and saw on both. Was it the place?
Yep.
Like the infernal stalker.
Oh.
The brimstone.
We'll
8 million by default.
wipe it up. Let's get one quick try in. One more. But we don't need to discuss what killed people and what's happening during a pull. Super chuffed with everybody through tonight though.
Excellent try, really.
Mm-hmm.
There's a concern the only reason I was in that brimstone thing was because I had the burning armor, and no matter how much I ran in, somebody would have been hit by the circle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was. But I couldn't leave the brimstone, I think.
I suppose if the archers needed it, it would have worked, but all I know now is because
By the way, the divine shield, does it cancel that cleaver? You don't know. Okay.
my left was out.
I have a repair, yes. I'm going to put the repair.
Okay. I'm just getting a whisper there about the star coming through. The star takes reduced damage for every spike that it hits, but every spike that gets hit does AoE damage. So the damage reduction to spike damage ratio, blah blah blah, works out that if you hit 4 spikes, you actually do more damage to the raid than if the star just went through and hit absolutely nothing. Obviously the one person doesn't get killed, but the reason for hitting 3 and only having 3, which is why stacking on blue is so important, is because 3 is that magic number. I hope that answers it for you. Secondly,
When I went to blue, I had 3 lovely spikes to absorb the hit.
yep. I think it's just a lot of chaos at points. There's big transitions. When 1 or 2 people drop, it just becomes a little bit more difficult. The Infernal Burning does not get any bonus damage from spikes. I'm pretty sure that the Infernal Burning smashes all spikes and they still do the AoE damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's that one answer. That's why we're trimming them down as we go. So, just to put this in perspective as well, M1 done this with 31 wipes at an average of 7 item levels, average raid higher. So just bear in mind like how amazing you are all doing right now. You really are. Everyone's ready. Let's get one more attempt in and let's go. I'm going to room up as well just to cheese the logs for the end. We got this, we got this. Concentrate on what we need to do. Move. Brimstone, we're taking the closest one. We get a soak on the furthest. And we're back on star. Move forward. Crushing Comet, can you try and take a 1 away from the one on the right? Don't worry about it, just all get out. Sharon Star, you got the 2 on blue there. Okay, everybody stack up on the green marker. Pop a personal defensive. And get ready for the big hit. Make sure that no one's low. And get out of the way of that. We're back on blue. Rain and Brimstone. We got the one that we're on right now.
I'm going on the far island. I can sub it, yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's finish with a bang. Let's just push it. Everyone stack on blue. Let's get another good effort. Good attempt in. Going over to green. You got your 3 there. Run! Yes. And we're back on blue. Bullshit. Spread out. Don't get caught out. Back on blue. Soak the one in between the 2 pillars. Get a solo soak on the one on the right. Crashing comets, we're just going to have to watch the ones on the edges there, if we can get them trimmed in. Try to hit 3 if you can. And we're back on blue after this little spike. Hard. And spread. Back on blue. Rain and Brimstone. We've got the one on the far left. No, that's done now, I think. Go on, guys. 47%. You push that bitch. Let's see the 30s. $44. Come on, I want to see that 39. You can do it, guys.
We're definitely got people there.
Look at that tank overlap. Rip.
My ass cheeks could make diamonds right now.
Oh, brilliant, guys, brilliant. Regardless of what percentage the boss is on, I think we've got the boss mechanics down. It's just a case of staying alive, praying really hard, and just getting through it. Epic job, epic job. So much fun tonight. I hope you've all thought the same, and sometimes it's quite nice to just go, yeah, okay, we're 7 item levels lower than our bigger brothers in M1, but you know, fuck it. I'm gonna stand in front of this boss and smack him back as hard as I can and see what happens. So, fucking really pleased that you all wanted to go for that and give it a go, and I'm really impressed that we didn't get smashed straight away. We gave it a good go. So, what we're gonna do Wednesday coming is, I can't see any reason why we can't see Fallen Avatar on Wednesday. There's not going to be much talking. There shouldn't be a lot of stuff officer wise beforehand, so we'll be starting at 6:45. Get straight in there, steamroll through the bosses, see Fallen Avatar. If that goes well, seeing Kill Jaden on Thursday seems like a good sort of scope, and then possibly back to Goroth on Monday. If not, we can sit and just push Kill Jaden a little bit further. So thank you very much, everybody,
Thanks, everybody.
and good night.
And remember, we're doing normal like tomorrow if you want to join.
Cheers.
And I,
Alright, by the
so
way, is there some spare food? Like unicorn, hummus, whatever.
quite, I have quite scented storm ray and rock tower.
Yeah.
Do you need these? I'll send this. I'll send them to you.
Yeah, yeah, no, very much. You can put them on the internet. It'll be good.
Can I keep all those for
Okay.
double figures so I can use them for those?
Okay, cool. I was gonna say, guys, like, we have the tactics down, meaning the second we get better gear, everyone gets their heroic war sets, we're gonna be able to one-shot that guy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. We've got
But
another.
a question is survival. If you can survive those bombs, the shattering stars and explosions that you guys are behind the columns, I think
Yeah.
But also,
we can manage the rest.
prepare use more HP.
Ye- yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm
because you can endure bigger hits, of course.
every week I'm always going to see it as the loot means a lot, obviously, but I would say that at the moment we outgear this and we should be able to do it. So as been stated, it is a survival thing. It's really hard to go from a Nighthold mindset of, you know, there was an ad phase, you had to burn them down seriously quick. Croesus was a serious DPS check, everything was DPS, 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 and now it seems to be a big switch with having no berserk, no real soft enrage for quite a few bosses. It's really a case of you just need to dodge the one-shot things and the boss is going to fall over.
For me, the most important thing tonight, I really enjoyed it. I mean, we were wiping all along, but I don't mind because everyone was on 100% uptime on the boss, but which is important.
Yeah, I hope that everybody had fun tonight, you know, because that's the point of it. And don't get too disheartened by raid wipe nights. You know, gonna speak to the officers at some point, and when Mara comes back, gonna look at structure in the tier a little bit differently to give you guys a bit of a break every now and again. And the 2 loot runs, no worries. You just have to pour more deeps on Monday. Oh, okay. Well,
Jeff, you here?
His name?
Where do you want the thing to go? In what tab?
The tab.
Okay. Alright.
Or get him out.
I got like 800.
Wait, what?
Fair
Fish? Okay, fish? Oh, good to know. Okay.
good day.
What are we saying here, fish?
Actually, no, 700.
Nobody's explained the fish thing.
Fish thing.
And for everybody that joined me tonight on the stream, make sure you hit that follow button, the sub button if you're on YouTube, hit the like, leave a comment, spam it everywhere. I hope you all had a good night watching this, and I shall see you on our next raid, which will be Wednesday, if you was here to listen to all that spill. So thank you very much for joining, and I hope all your loot is epic this week. By the way, there's also a couple of new blog posts out on the website, medacus.co.uk, talking about me picking up lead this week and my first impressions of lead. And there'll be another one coming up shortly about the Goroth night and what I'm going to do with the team during this team and ways of trying to avoid burnout, which seems to be a big one. So head on over there and check it out. I'm going to catch you later, guys. See you in a bit.